going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Kevin Jackwitz. This is the Caged Match, and this is a review for WWE Raw for March 2nd, 2020. And just when you think that Raw is actually like taking the full lead on SmackDown, and it's become at least a decent show, WWE comes back and shows you, nope, we're still out of touch and we still have no idea what we're doing. So, this clusterfuck of a show starts out actually really good. Brock Lesnar comes out with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman cuts his usual great promo talking about the match at WrestleMania with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre comes out, stands tall in front of Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar looks like he's going to run away, turns around at the ropes, goes to charge Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre drops Lesnar with a Claymore. Leaves the ring. Brock Lesnar's going back up the ramp. Drew McIntyre comes back out through from gorilla position, kicks Brock Lesnar down on the stage again. Waits for Brock Lesnar to get up, does it a third time after the crowd chants one more time. It really made Drew McIntyre look strong. It really looked good. Not bad at all. So from there you go to the Street Profits. They're cutting a promo because they have a match with Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy next for the Tag Team Championships. So Buddy Murphy, Seth Rollins versus Street Profits. Of course, the AOP are out there at some point. They try to get involved. They get ejected, and so now you just have the regular tag team match. It was a good match. I liked it. Not a problem. Street Profits wind up getting the win after AOP comes back down. They're distracting the referee. Kevin Owens comes back out of nowhere, and he does a stunner on Rollins. Street Profits capitalize, they get the win, they're the new tag team champions. And then they interview Rollins after the match where he says, he's going to have to deal with Kevin Owens. This is where things just get weird, stupid, ridiculous, all of it. Ricochet and Riddick Moss is next. And they're building up Riddick Moss like he's some great wrestler, even though he's had like 3 matches. They're talking about all the experience and ability he has, and he goes clean over Ricochet. They just buried Ricochet, like just straight buried him. You get an AJ Styles promo after that in the ring, and while he's making the promo in the ring with the rest of the OC, Mark Wahlberg for some reason comes on the Titantron and is talking about AJ Styles really doesn't want a match with the Undertaker or whatever. I don't know, dude. It didn't make any sense. So it was advertised AJ Styles versus Aleister Black, but AJ Styles decides that he's not going to face Aleister. Aleister is going to face Carl Anderson. He beats Carl Anderson fairly quickly, fairly decisively. Then Luke Gallows gets in there, kind of beats him around the ring for a while because Luke Gallows is a big guy. Aleister Black still gets the DQ win because the OC jump him. And then it's AJ Styles versus Aleister Black. He's already beat down. He's already hurt. AJ Styles does a phenomenal forearm. Pins him like The Undertaker pins people, crossed arms, tongue sticking out. So, that made nobody look good. Honestly, not AJ Styles. Definitely not Aleister Black. The whole thing sucked. I don't know what else to say. It's like they started something with Aleister and AJ, but now they want to focus on AJ and The Undertaker, so they're just going to skip right over Aleister and bury him as well. That sucks, because that's honestly my favorite wrestler right now that they've actually started to push. So that really sucks. We'll see what happens, but my expectations are very low. Charlie then interviews Ruby Riott. They're talking about the Elimination Chamber matchup. Then you have Liv Morgan versus Ruby Riott with Sarah Logan as the referee. So you got all 3 members of the Riott Squad. And at last I looked, Ruby Riott and Sarah Logan were still on the same page. Apparently not at this one, though. Ruby Riott gets in Sarah Logan's face a few times because she didn't feel like she was counting fast enough or she was officiating too fair. So then Liv Morgan rolls up Ruby Riott. Really quick count. Liv Morgan gets the win. Then Liv Morgan lays out Ruby Riott. And then Sarah Logan lays out Liv Morgan. So it's every woman for herself. Big build up to the Elimination Chamber. Not really. So, yeah, dude. So you've got like 3 or 4 segments already back to back to back that have just not been good. But then you get the big reveal. Eric Rowan is talking to No Way Jose. No, of course, No Way Jose is acting nicely to see what's in this damn cage. Eric Rowan pulls out this big spider. Except it's not a real spider. No. It's this big, like this size, mechanical spider. It looked ridiculous. It was one of the worst fucking reveals in WWE history, and they've had some bad ones. It was just a waste. Like a complete waste. Then you have Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane with Asuka at ringside and Becky Lynch on commentary. Becky Lynch was dressed in I don't know what the hell and just not adding really anything on commentary. And Shayna Baszler versus Kairi Sane, I mean, not terrible match, but Shayna Baszler goes over Kairi Sane pretty decisively. And then after the match, just locks up on Kairi Sane again. And Asuka just stands outside like her tag team championship partner isn't getting beat the hell out of in the ring. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense. And then, you know, nothing comes up between Becky and Shayna either. Rey Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo have a brief interview. They have a match upcoming with Andrade and Angel Garza. So that match was probably the highlight of the night. And I would say by far, actually, because this actually was a really good match. Rey Mysterio, Humberto Carrillo, Andrade, Angel Garza, they're all just super, super talented guys in the ring. They tried to make up for what was just a shit show. And, well, they did their job anyway. So, good match at the end of the day. Mysterio and Humberto Carrillo get a win after a lot of like heel tactics, and Andrade and Angel trying to get over just didn't work. So then you come to Beth Phoenix coming out to the ring. She starts to cut a promo, but very quickly gets interrupted by Randy Orton, who starts to explain why he did what he did to Edge and why, you know, it actually makes sense. You know, he was trying to save Edge from getting seriously injured or killed, trying to come back into wrestling. Like, he didn't want him to wrestle anymore, and he was trying to save Edge's life for his career. So that he could be a husband, so that he could be a father. Randy Orton saying, you know, he loves Edge, he loves Beth, he loves the kids. And, of course, Beth Phoenix isn't buying any of it. She's like, you know, why would I shake your hand or hug you? Because he tried that when he came in the ring. And at the end of the promo, she slaps him and he just RKO's her. You know, there's this big pause for effect, and then you knew the RKO was coming, and that's where they cut the show. So the best parts of this were the opening, the closing, and the tag team match with the Luchas. Other than that, almost everything in this show could have been thrown out. The tag team championship match was pretty okay. But yeah, dude, there was so much of this show that wasn't just not good, it was really bad. So, the whole AJ Styles, Aleister Black OC thing, I did not like at all. The Ruby Riott thing, the whole Riot Squad thing, whatever. The Mark Wahlberg promo didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Ricochet being buried didn't make sense. And really, they kind of buried Aleister Black too. The Eric Rowan reveal was god-awful. So even though it had like one at least really amazing match, you have a 3-hour show here, and that does not make a whole show. You had a good opening that didn't last that long, and a good ending that lasted about the same length. So I'm going to give this I'll give it a 2 out of 10. That's where I'm at with this show. This Raw was pretty horrendous. It was just bad, and they really need to do better than this, especially on the road to WrestleMania. This is the time when all the big stuff happens, the big reveals, the big feuds. This is like the time to get invested in WWE. And if I came in and this was the first show I'd ever seen for wrestling, I'd never watch it again. Straight up. So that's where I'm at, man. 2 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. My name is Kevin Jackowitz, Cage Nation, out.